Flask at first run. Do not use the development server in a production environment. I installed the Flask plugin in PyCharm Community Edition, and I just have this simple code in my Flask app. And I get this message. Why am I getting this error when I run Flask? A previous version of the message read, "Do not use the development server in a production environment."
For deploying an application to production, one option is to use Waitress, a production whiskey server. Here is an example of using Waitress in the code. Running the application. Waitress also provides a command line utility Waitress serve. To use that, you can modify the code to the following. Then we can use Waitress serve as the following. And BTW 8080 is the default port. To validate the deployment, open a separate window. Or directly in your browser this URL. Other alternatives to deploy your app include Unicorn and Usky. For more details, please refer to the Flask deploy doc.
As of Flask 2.2, the development server always shows this warning: it is not possible to disable it. The development server is not intended for use in production. It is not designed to be particularly efficient, stable, or secure. Use a production whiskey server instead. See the deployment docs from Flask for more information. That warning is just a warning though, it's not an error preventing your app from running. If your app isn't working, there's something else wrong with your code. That warning applies to the development server, not Flask itself. The Flask framework is appropriate for any type of application and deployment.
Try Jevin. Note: install Jevin using pip install Jevin.
If for some people, like me earlier, the above answers don't work, I think the following answer would work. For Mac users, I think. Enter the following commands to do Flask run. Alternatively, you can do the following. I haven't tried this, but one resource online talks about it. Source: for more.
To avoid these messages, inside the CLI command line interface, run these commands.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.